Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to subscribe. I just saw the most disgustingly. Maybe I can play it for you guys before I go in. I thought this was just, I might get flagged for it because it's a major network. So basically, I'm going to put the link in the description box, and please watch this video. Amber Rose, I don't watch her TV show, but on the segment of her show, I guess, she said that she wanted her ex-husband. I'm not sure if Wiz and her were married, but they have a son together. And she said that she wanted Wiz Khalifa's sperm. So she went down and saw him perform. And this is her quote. She said she wanted some of his sperm, but Wiz Khalifa ended up putting it on her face. This is the most disgusting, and the funny thing is, as I'm doing this video, you hear my son in the background. This is the most disgustingest thing, man. How can a woman on national TV say stuff like this? And she's supposed to be part of the feminist movement. It's just flat out disgusting. I could see if the girl was 21, 22 years old, but she's been in the industry for a while. And it's just awful how they betray us. You know what I mean? Or how we allow ourselves to be betrayed. How does a woman go on national TV and say, oh, by the way, my man nutted all in my face? Gosh. Who thinks of this? Matter, who is the producer that allowed this to be? Well, it's VH1. We all know how VH1 rocks. They have the housewives, and if a black woman ain't fighting, it's not going to be on TV. I've never seen a housewives episode. I see it when I go to the salon, because when I get my beard shaped up, I only like women touching on me. I get my nails done by a woman. I get my beard done by a woman. I get my massages done by a woman. I don't let a man touch no parts of my body. So anyhow, but it's just getting back to Amber Rose. How can she say something like this with a son on Earth? So if this is the 2016 feminist movement, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to hear about it. She has a slut shaming thing. I don't know what it is or what it's about, but it all stems back from her being on the pole. And this is why education without action will lead to incompetence. You know what I mean? Because she's the only woman on earth I've ever seen something like this that have a syndicated TV show. I've never met Amber Rose. I've partied with her more than a couple of times, because sometimes I get invited out with some athletes, some friends who want to spend money and buy a table and hang out. I would never spend money on a table. I would never spend $1 for a penny, and that's what you're paying for when you get a bottle at a table. You pay $450 for a Ciroc bottle when it costs $29 at Costco. I wouldn't do it. So I've seen her. I've literally been right next to her. Never spoken with her though. But if I ever get a chance to have a conversation with her, obviously you wouldn't start the conversation off like this, but I would love to have a conversation with her and just talk about what are you doing? What is your message? Because if your message is feminism, I understand a liberated woman, and there's no such thing of objectification if you and a man agree on certain things, but when you have a son and you're on national TV and it's syndicated, I believe in free will and all that, but it's like me. When I'm with my friends, I probably say a nigga 1,000,000 times. But when I'm not around my friends, I know that I am an ambassador and a trailblazer for black men in America. And I've carried that. I learned that in college, because when you're in college and you're the extreme minority, I mean like less than 5% of the population, and if you extrapolate the athletes, you're well less than 2%. So I learned that everything that I do as a black man will be magnified, and everything you do as a black woman will be magnified. And obviously, people are in search of negativity, because romancing negativity is so much more sexier. You know, if you need a great example of that, just go to World Star and see how many views that their fights have or the jokes have, as opposed to the humbling stories that you get. So, or just cut your local news on and listen to the lead story, and that will give you a great answer of what genuinely ignorant people want to see. Because once you educate yourself, and there's so many different levels of education, I don't believe that college is the root answer to education. By no means do I believe that. I wouldn't say fortunate enough to go to college, because with or without college, I would have been as successful. College was the route that I thought was easier, because you have no idea what the world presents when you're 17, 18, graduate from high school, and you have these pseudo expectations of 4 years of college and so on and so on. I just want to play sports. And so, but Amber Rose, you are an ambassador for Black women. You have accepted that you're more Black. She looks like she's mixed. I don't know what she's mixed with. Maybe white, maybe some type of Indian. I don't know, but you have accepted the Black experience. You know, it looks like your persona is that of a Black woman. And if I had a Black daughter, I wouldn't let her listen to you. In that context, people change, people evolve, just as myself. So, but as it currently stands, I wouldn't want my daughter watching your TV show. Because if you're saying things like this, I haven't seen her interviews or anything like that. So, but you obviously want people to succeed, but you don't want them succeeding off of the backs of our hard work, and then you get all the luxuries of your negativity, and we're out here on the ground floor pushing positivity and being trailblazers and ambassadors in a productive manner for our Black race. So anyways, Barbershop Conversations. The link will definitely be in the description box. Click on that, and it's going to discuss you if you have a daughter. It will definitely discuss you. You know what I mean? So Barbershop Conversation. Hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.